Yante, my name is Bridget Skinador, and I am the Program Manager for Indigenous Arts Ecology with First Peoples Fund. Today I'm going to provide an overview of the Weaving Kinship LOI and provide some tips on submitting a successful LOI submission. First Peoples Fund was founded in 1995 in Rapid City, South Dakota by Jennifer Easton. Our mission at First Peoples Fund is we honor and support the collective spirit of First Peoples artists and culture bearers. By supporting artists and culture bearers, First Peoples Fund helps Native communities heal and thrive. Collectively, we approach our work with rootedness, intuition, listening, humility, and deep relationships. Indigenous Arts Ecology. All of First Peoples Fund's programming is guided by the concept of Indigenous Arts Ecology. First Peoples Fund defines Indigenous Arts Ecology as a relationship-based collective system of arts ecosystems grounded in ancestral knowledge and inclusive environment, spirit, people, and lifeways. Ecosystem within the Indigenous Arts Ecology are the local and regional communities of individuals, networks, resources, cultural infrastructure, organization, and businesses that interact as a system. The Weaving Kinship Grant Program offers a one-year $75,000 grant to 10 Native Community Development Financial Institutions, other known as CDFIs, community development, cultural arts, or language revitalization organizations. The Weaving Kinship Grant Program provides the resources necessary to uplift Native artists and strengthen the arts within their communities. The program aims to enhance Indigenous arts ecology by drawing on ancestral wisdom and knowledge while nurturing innovation and creating opportunities for future generation of artists. In addition to funding, the Weaving Kinship Grant Program will collaborate with grantee partners to identify non-financial support that will strengthen their programs and promote long-term sustainability. Past recipients of the Native Arts Ecology Building Grant Program are not eligible to apply to this grant program. LOI information. Applicants must have a submittable account in order to submit their LOI. If you do not have an account, you can create one for free. Weaving Kinship Complete LOI includes organization information, organizational overview, founding year, LOI narrative questions. An application sample in PDF form can be found on the Weaving Kinship section of the website. For the application link, please go to First Peoples Fund's website. Click on the Programs tab, and then click on the Native Arts Ecology Building tab. Scroll down and you will see the button for Weaving Kinship Program. This section will have key information, eligibility, and selection process information, along with the link to the application. All submitted LOIs will go through an internal review process, and LOIs will be reviewed in 4 areas: history, readiness, kinship, and artist and cultural bearer support. In the next few slides, I will share with you the questions in the LOI that pertain to these sections and provide you some tips on how to strengthen your LOI and make it stand out. The first area we'll be overviewing is history. In this area, we will be referring to question number 6 of the LOI, as well as the organization overview question. The organization overview question asks, provide a brief overview of the organization's mission and history, and list any significant changes that have occurred within your organization in the past year. Question number 6 asks, provide a list of your organization's leadership and staff, including their tribal affiliation and a brief description of their background working in and with Native communities. Some suggestions on how to strengthen the area is, highlight your organization's background. Highlight key milestones, achievements, and growth over time. Show that your leadership is reflective of the community or brings lived experience to the work and show those strengths. Secondly, emphasize stability and capacity. Demonstrate that your organization has a strong foundation. Include details about staff and leadership. Mention your experience managing past projects or programs, especially those that relate to what you're proposing in this application. Connect your values to First Peoples Fund's mission. Show alignment between your organization and First Peoples Fund's mission. Readiness. In this area, we will be referring to question number 1 and question number 2 of the LOI. Question number 1 asks, how has your organization contributed to the development of Indigenous Arts Ecology in your community with past projects? Question number 2 asks, how will this grant further support and strengthen your organization's future growth? Some tips are, awareness of Indigenous Arts Ecology. Describe what the Indigenous arts ecosystem looks like in your community or region. This can include artists, organizations, traditions, networks, challenges, and opportunities. Secondly, your organization's place in Indigenous Arts Ecology. Highlight how your work contributes to the Indigenous Arts Ecology. And lastly, the vision for the future. Describe how your organization builds, strengthens, and evolves through your work. Include ideas on how your contribution will have a lasting effect, not on individuals, communities, or in the field of Indigenous arts as a whole. Kinship. This area will refer to question number 3 of the LOI, and that question asks, what activities do you hope to undertake to build the Indigenous Arts Ecology in your region that would support artists, entrepreneurship, ancestral wisdom and knowledge, nurture innovation, and/or create opportunities for future generations of artists? In this area, we ask that you show the relationship building that you do. Describe how you worked in partnership with artists, elders, culture bearers, and community members over time. Artists and cultural bearer support. In this area, we are referring to question number 4 and question number 5 of the LOI. And those questions ask. Question number 4 is, how does your organization support artists and culture bearers to succeed? Examples of providing funding, professional development, networking opportunities, or physical spaces. Question number 5 of the LOI asks, how does your organization build relationship with artists and cultural bearers in your community? How do you sustain and retain those relationships? Think about how you highlight practices rooted in respect and reciprocity. Share how your relationship is based on mutual respect, trust, and shared goals. Share strategies for supporting artists and culture bearers. Be specific about how you support the growth and success of Native artists, culture bearers, and the next generation of artists. Important dates. The Weaving Kinship LOI opens on June 2nd, 2025 at 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. The LOI closes on June 18th, 2025 at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. As a reminder, all applications must be submitted through Submittable. Applicants will be notified in July 25 if they have been invited to submit a full application. The grant terms for this program are September 1st, 2025 to August 30, 2026. Thank you for joining us today. If you have any additional questions, please do not hesitate to reach out. I can be reached at Bridget@firstpeoplesfund.org. Thank you for your time, and we look forward to receiving your application.